a trucker. I am not gonna make this video long because I'm really tired. I'm about to tell y'all a story about my last, I guess I should say, what, 48 hours, 12, 20, 36 hours? Oh, Lord. So, what's up, Wilson? I don't look like a DollFace right now. So, get this, y'all. Okay, let me see if I gotta get the dates right. And I woke up. Okay. Good morning, Dwayne, Stephen, Alexander. What up? What up? What up? So, let me tell y'all. Okay, so thank you. On September 10th. Wait, let's go back to the 9th. On September 9th. No, it's September 10th. On September 10th, I woke up. I went to bed at 6 a.m. Dang, that's what's up. But so I woke up at, I went to bed at 6 a.m. on September 10th, right? And I woke up around 10 a.m. So I didn't get much sleep. I drove all that day. I delivered my load. I picked up another load. That load was due to pick up at 12:45 a.m. on September 11th. So I go and pick the load up. I get there at 12:36 and I hadn't got no sleep, just that 4 hours of sleep or whatever. And they took until like after 7 a.m. to load me. By 7 a.m. I was already out of hours. I had no hours. After they loaded me, we had to scale out in order to get our bill of ladings and our seal. I scaled out. I'm gonna tell you my numbers because this is crazy. What the hell? Okay, so when I scaled out, I took a picture of it. That's what it looks like. I don't know if y'all can see that. My total weight was 77,980. My drives were 29,460. No. I don't know. I don't know how to read this. It says scale 1, 29,460, trailer 28,920, and drive 19,600. Okay? So I scale out and I get the weights are good, everything looks good. I leave, I go get my bill of ladings, but when I was closing my trailer doors, I heard an air leak. Mind you, when I picked this trailer up from the consignee, when I delivered the first load, the ABS light was on. It didn't go off on my dash and on my trailer. It just stayed on the whole time. So I was like, well, after I get this load, I'll just take it to the terminal out here in Irving, and I'll have this have the shop look at it. So after I get loaded, I hear this hissing noise, and I'm like, that just don't even sound right. And I looked under there because I wanted to know if it was something that required me to stay on property and have road service come out and get me, or I could take it to Irving. And when I looked under there, it was a wire hanging. A wire, a cord, a tube, I don't know, hanging from the airline. I'm like, fuck, that's probably serious, right? So I take it to the shop. I got to the terminal at like 8 a.m. Once I got to the terminal, I wrote everything up. I told everybody about it. I went to sleep. I woke up around, I went to sleep around 1 p.m. because at this point I'm already up, right? So I went to sleep around 1. I woke up around 6 because shift changes at 7. So I wanted to go and find out if they started working on the trailer or not. They did not start working on the trailer, but they started to right when I went in there to talk to him. He wrote the trailer number down and looked at the work order, and then he went to go fix the trailer. So then I go back to my truck, and what happened? What made me? Oh, I got a notice on my phone saying that my truck is out of the shop. So I'm like, okay, I can roll now. I can roll. Let's go. Let me scale this out and take it and go to Tunnel Hill and get ready for this expo, right? I look up because I was parked right in front of the shop. My trailer. See, what woke me up was, somebody was banging on something so fucking hard. I'm like, that shit is loud as shit. He was so loud to the point where he had to close the garage doors because it was that loud. So I woke up and I saw the notice that my truck was out of the shop. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go pick my trailer up and let's go. Then I look and I see the trailer is in the shop still. So I go over there. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on with the trailer? He said an air leak, airline, air tank, and the ABS light, and that little light that tells you if your tires are flat. It comes on when the air pressure is low or whatever. So he had to fix all of that. I said, well, when will you be done? This is around, I would say like 9 o'clock. He said he'll be done around midnight. He said he'll have it done before 12. I said, okay, cool, because I have a load. I got to take it. I got to have it delivered. And it's a keg load. I have to have it delivered within 72 hours. It's already been 36 plus hours. And it's a 10-hour drive. It's almost an 11-hour drive. I probably won't make it in one trip unless there's no traffic. So, I go back to sleep. I wake up at 4 a.m. The trailer is out of the shop. Pick the trailer up, I go scale out. I'm in the 8th hole. This is my weight. Now remind you, the first weight was total 77,980, 29,460, 28,920, 19,600, right? This is what I got when I went to the CAT scale. 10,080, 36,140, 31,440, 77,660. So I'm like, okay, I know that the 8th hole, I got about 4 holes to move forward, and I can't move it anymore. And 4 holes is not going to take off 2,140 pounds. But I moved it all the way forward anyway. And the weight was 10,000, 34,780, 32,660, 77,440. I'm pissed now because they gave us this paper at the shipper, right? And right here it says, if you are overweight and leave without getting it fixed, then you assume responsibility for the load. You would not be allowed back on property to be reworked. So the 5th wheel is not going to take off. £780. So I went back to the shipper. I called OPS first and was like, they told us we can't get the load reworked. If we leave the property, we won't be allowed back on property. They're not going to rework the load. They was like, go back anyway. So I drove an hour back because the terminal is 30 minutes away from the shipper, but the truck stop along my route is 30 minutes away from the terminal, which is an hour away from the shipper. So I get there, I get out, I say I'm overweight. She's like, we can't help you. I'm like, okay, but my dispatch told me to come, so I'm here and it's overweight. She said, okay, well, let me go call the shipping office and see what they say. She calls the shipping office and then she says, did you scale your load before you left the yard? Yes, I scaled the load before I left the yard. Yes, I took a picture of it. Yes, it was legal. I was not overweight on your scale. She was like, well, we can't rework you. Once you leave the yard, you're responsible for the load. I said, your scale said my load was perfect. The cat scale says I'm overweight. She's like, well, even if we were going to rework you, you were supposed to have been back by midnight. Where the fuck does that say I was supposed to be back by midnight? At midnight, my trailer was in the shop. So who was supposed to tell me that? This is my first time hearing it. They didn't tell me that last night. So midnight, the truck was in the shop. So she was like, we're not going to rework you. So they sent me away to refuse the load. So now I'm at Love's. I'm going to take a nap. And then I'm going to drop this trailer at the terminal. And they're going to give me another load going to Tunnel Hill, so I can get this truck ready for the show. I'm pissed right now, though. Like, I'm so tired. Like, it was so weird because I knew this shit was gonna happen. When I was checking in at the security, I was asking them, I said, how heavy is this load gonna be? Because at first I was like, what am I hauling? And he was like, you're hauling kegs. And I'm like, okay, so that's probably going to be heavy. How heavy is it? He told me 43,000. The bill of lading say that it's 419,000. But before every extra shit, it's 43,911. Weird. 43,911. I got loaded on 9/11 anyway. So I said, are they good with like loading you properly so that, you know, I don't have to get reworked? And he was like, yeah, they're pretty good. So another driver who always comes, he answered the same thing. He was like, yeah, they're pretty good. I'm like, okay. And then the security was like, we also have a scale on site so you can scale out. I said, is it a legit scale though? Like, it's not no BS? And he was like, yeah, it's legit. Okay. Well, their scale was not legit. It was not legit. So if your scale is not legit and my trailer was broke down, so even if I did know about this midnight thing, your scale is not legit and I have no control over how fast the shop works on my trailer. Apparently there was like a crack in the air tank. That's not safe to drive on, especially this fucking heavy, trying to stop this fucking truck with a cracked air tank. If the shit just cracks off and falls off, I don't know what would happen, but I don't want to find out with almost 80,000 pounds worth of fucking beer and kegs. No. So I had to take it to the shipper. Plus the fucking ABS light was so bright. Like, I know that there was no way stations I was going to cross at that time of night, but it was so bright the police could stop me. So I needed to take it to go get fixed. It's my CDL. So even if, though, I knew about the midnight, your scale is broken, my trailer is broken, it's none of my fault. Why can't you rework this load? Like, why are you refusing it? That's cool, though. Because I work for Variant, and Variant don't play that shit. So what Variant is going to do, remember last time I had an issue and I told you what Variant was going to do, and they actually did it? This is what they're going to do. They're going to have me take this trailer to Irving, and then they're going to put me on another load. The only reason why I'm sitting here at the truck stop right now is because I'm just really tired and I want to take a nap. They're gonna get back to me in about 2 hours. That's usually the wait time, but I always tell people don't wait 2 hours. Call after 15 minutes. Tell them call them and tell them what the problem is. Wait 15 minutes. Call them again. Get a ticket number. Wait 15 minutes. You should have your answer. So 30 minutes max. But I'll let that 2 hours go because I need to take a nap. And yeah, that's how my last 36 hours. I don't even know if it's been 36 hours. Because I went to sleep at 6 a.m. and I woke up at 10. I don't feel like that was sleep, so I've basically been up since 6 a.m. on September 10th. Minus the sleep that I got last night, a little bit of whatever. What are y'all talking about? I gotta get my nails done. I got so much stuff to do. I have to get my nails done, my hair done. I have to detail the truck and get the truck detailed. I have to finish my website. All in 3 days. All right, let's see. I drove truck last year and part of this year, not worth the money. No time off and living in a truck, not for me. Shit is worth the money for me. I'm about to make $100,000 this year. So it's worth it. I came off of a local run to come back over the road, and it's definitely worth it. Just gotta get with the right company. Slide that fifth wheel. They have to unload you. What the fuck, right? Did they have a scale there? They did. Uncalibrated scale at the shipper. I don't know if it was uncalibrated or not. I only trust cat scale. I only trust cat scale too. I don't. Cat scales back their things up. So it's certified scale. I only trust certified anything. Did you figure the APU and fuel? No. We don't have that big old box APU thing like y'all be having. Either way it go, I'm overweight. I don't play that with anything. Like, I don't care if it's 720 pounds or whatever I said it was. It's still overweight. I can get an asshole of a pot who decides. Normally, you know, we'll let you slide with an allowance of so many pounds over. But today, I'm not having a good day. And guess what? You're getting a ticket. Nope, I don't have time for that. I'm trying to be legit 100% around the way. If the shipper doesn't have a cat scale, how do you not trust it when you have to scale out? You use the shipper's scale as a gauge to know if you need to get your load reweighed or not. Or not reweighed, but reworked. So if the shipper shows that my load is overweight, I'm going to get it reworked. It may not be calibrated, give or take maybe 100 pounds or something. I'm going to get it reworked until their thing shows that it's, you know, legal. If it's over 36,000 pounds, I'm taking it to the cat scale anyway to get weighed out. But I use the scales unless it says it's a certified scale, I'll probably believe that more so than one at the shipper that's not certified. But if it's not certified, I just use that as a gauge to determine if I need them to rework a load or not. You should have dropped that trailer right there, left it there. They'll fix this shit. Could only thing you got to tell them. I'm feeling safe driving with this much weight. That's a good. I want to actually find out what would happen if I did that. But like, as far as my company is concerned. Because they let me in the gate to make a U-turn. I could have just dropped the trailer right there. Ooh-wee. If it ain't, we don't play. Sorry you had to go through this. One of my companies I worked with ran me so bad, had a mental breakdown. Well, they even told me they didn't care if I had a mental breakdown. That's not their problem. What the fuck? Shit. Man, I wish somebody would. First of all, you're not going to run me down crazy. That's not going to happen. It's just this load was fucked up because I had to pick it up at midnight. I don't usually run at night. And if I do run at night, I know ahead of time that I'm going to run, so then I can prepare myself. You need to be treated on a nice dinner date. Driving a truck is worth it money-wise. Not sure what some of you are doing, whether it's running the load correctly or having a bad DM. But it's definitely worth it. I just paid off a $25,000 car. Congratulations. DollFace is one of your day ones. You've seen worse out there. If Variant takes good care of you, you'll be okay. Glad you didn't experience a brake loss on that heavy trailer. Thank you, Stefan. I'm glad I didn't either. The keyword is I feel unsafe. I would not take this trailer nowhere with that kind of weight, and there's nothing they can do about it. That's true. Please smoke or vape or something. I still don't have a trailer after this container. I'm not stressed out. I'm just really fucking tired. I'm so tired, like, I feel like my voice is cracking. Variant makes trucking worth it for me too. Like, I can't even go down from here. Like, whatever I do after this, wherever I go after this, I have to make over $100,000 a year. I will be late to the final if I keep this load. I'm not keeping it though, because it's a little. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, and I have to go to Tanner, Alabama. That's about 9 and some change without traffic. The fuck was that? Did y'all hear that? That didn't sound good. What the fuck was that? It sounded like metal settling, but it popped. What does metal sound like when it breaks? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. What woke me up also was in the corner of my bunk, by that window. That's why I have the window open. I heard something. It sounded like a plastic bowl, no, like a cardboard box with some Captain Crunch in it, like 1 or 2 things of Captain Crunch, like 1 or 2 nuggets of Captain Crunch. And it sounded like Bear was trying to eat the Captain Crunch out the bowl, so it was making a lot of noise. And then it fell from the top area of my bunk down to the bottom, and I heard it rattle and roll somewhere. And I'm like, I know I'm not that sleepy. I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. I'm tripping probably. I'm probably tripping. I probably need to get some sleep. So I continue on, try to lay down and get some sleep, right? Then I hear it again. It sounded like it would have been, yeah, it probably sounded like a squirrel was trying to eat some shit, because I would hear it rattling. I would hear crumbs. It's because it was like a bigger sound and a smaller sound, and it would trickle down the wall, and then I would hear some more rattling again. So it makes sense. If it was a squirrel, he was picking up his little acorn, he was opening it, eating the shit out of it, and dropping the fucking shell. Then if he did that, if it was a squirrel, I heard another noise from this side of the bunk all the way to the other side. It sounded like the squirrel was dragging something. And then I heard it again. So what I did was, since I was getting ready to connect to the trailer, we have a couple of potholes in the terminal. So I ran over those potholes hella fast, a couple of times, And then when I hooked up to the trailer, I kind of like did it hard. Whatever the fuck was back there was getting the fuck out, because it was making me paranoid. Like, I know it was not a spider or a snake, but hearing a noise somewhere where there shouldn't be a noise coming from is scary as shit. It fucks with your head. It makes you feel like, is there a ghost in here? Is it haunted? Am I tripping? Am I losing my mind? Or is it really something in there? Where the fuck how did it get in there? That's some scary, oh, no. So then I'm thinking, I gotta put this truck in the expo. We can't have no rodents in the truck coming out in the expo center. So yeah, that was crazy. Never had a problem with shipper not wanting to rework a load. Sorry that happened to you, but definitely don't pull that load. It's definitely, how did squirrels get in the truck though? What up, Harris? When is your big vacation? They postponed the Cancun trip. It was supposed to be September 27th through October 1st. It has been rescheduled for February 17th through 5 days from then. I'm not even thinking about Cancun right now, because my +1, I don't feel like we connect. We're good friends though, but I wanted to go there with somebody and be all romantical and stuff. I didn't want to go there and be friendly. I want to be romantical. But he's not a romantical person. So I'm taking a friend on the trip. I don't even want to sleep with him, because he's cool. Everything is cool with him. It's just, I need intimacy. I want to feel wanted. I want to feel appreciated. I want like cuddles and kisses and hugs and intimacy. And he's just not that type of guy. And he doesn't even really, like, he only calls me when he remembers to call me, or it's convenient for him. It's not like he wakes up in the morning, I'm like, man, I can't wait to talk to her. Or it's not like he wakes up in the morning and he wants to hear my voice the first thing in the morning. Or something happened in his day, and throughout his day, and he wanted to call me and tell me about it. Or he just misses talking to me, so he wants to call me. And then when we do talk, it's just like regular conversation about what I got going on, what I'm trying to do. It's not really any conversation about deeper, intimate things. And when I try to get deep and intimate, he says, we'll talk about it later. And then he'll say something like, we'll be talking, and then sometimes he'll be like, all right, I'm gonna call you back, I gotta handle something. And he never called back. But he swears up and down he's interested in me. I don't believe it. But I already put him on the list for Cancun, and he's cool people. I don't mind hanging out with him. I have no complaints, other than I just think we're not compatible. And I told him that. I didn't tell him I don't think we're not compatible. I just told him I need more intimacy, and there's things that he needs to work on. He says okay, and he hears me, but I'm yet to see it, so I don't know. But I'm not gonna have that romantic the romantical experience in Cancun. I don't even want to go anymore. Really, I don't. I probably won't go. I don't know. I'm tired. That's what's going on with me. What's up, Monty? I become ambassador. If I become ambassador, can I work to get on that trip? Yep, you sure can. Because it is postponed, they have opened it up for they have opened it up to where people who came in can now do it. I'm gonna show you the I'm gonna read it to you. They gave more incentives. So like right now, I actually qualify for an extra day in Cancun. I've recruited 3 more people. So I'm gonna read to you what they said. This is not the page. Hold on. Variant ambassador. Okay. It says extended qualification period September 3rd through December 15th. Trip dates February 19th through 23rd. Combine what you achieved during the first qualification period with everything you achieve in this qualification period. Get a total of 3 by December 15th, and you're going to Cancun with your fellow drivers. You get a junior suite for 2 people. If you get a total of 4 hires, your flight and master suite are paid for by Variant. If you get a total of 5 drivers, you get the swim-up suite. Once upgrades are maxed out, you receive an additional free night in Cancun for your next 2 hires. So I've already maxed out because I got the presidential suite, and I got 3 people since they announced that. So I get an extra day in Cancun. So if you want to go to Cancun, you just need 3 people. You can go to Cancun, 4 people, and you can get the airfare included in an upgraded suite. 5 people. You get the swim up suite. There's no more presidential suites. They only have 4. Looking for the same in my next relationship. I'm in Houston visiting my children, so that gumbo is still on if you want it. I'll be here until the 27th. And I'm not even going to be in Houston. I got to be in Tunnel Hill. Hello now, what happened? Man, look, I'm not about to repeat it. That's not happening. I'm going to probably be on here for another couple of minutes and I'm out. If you want to go, you need to apply for your passport right now. And Variant will pay for it. So, you could apply for the passport and then like fill out the stuff and go to the do your appointment and go to the post office. And when you're there, once they tell you how much it costs, call Variant, call OPS, and tell them to send you an advance for that amount. And then you can swipe your card, your fuel card there, or you could pay for it and then send the receipt in, and then they'll reimburse you. That's what I did. I paid for it, I sent the receipt in, they reimbursed me for it, and I have my passport. It came like 5 weeks later. So if you want to go ahead and get your passport. Even if you don't think that you're going to go, just get it anyway. It's free. They're paying for it. Why not get it? I'm about to sleep good. I'm reading comments on Facebook. It just caught my attention. Yo, these people are crazy, man. I don't understand why people just, why do people just talk shit so much? Like, why? Look how pretty I am. Earlier, I did a video. I lost 7 pounds, y'all. And counting. I'm trying to get right. So that means I got more time to get right for Cancun. I'll be looking for that KW. That way I will know it's you. Well, guess what? They got some new KWs in. At the Irving terminal, I saw at least 5 of them. Like, the fleet, the KWs have come in. So, if you want a KW and you're in variant, you pretty much get one probably now. But I'm about to go to bed, y'all. And, well, I'm not going to bed. I'm taking a nap. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. The probably next time you guys going to see me is in Chattanooga at the expo. And then y'all get to see me all glammed up with my dress, gala gear. Yes, gala cam. I'm looking forward to that. Hold on, y'all. You've been delivering new variant Freightliners. Gala gear is coming. Oh, I still got a lot of shit to do though. But anywho, thank you. I'm gonna go, y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. And I'll be happier later on after I get some sleep and food. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be safe. Talk to you later. Bye.